Hey, Scorpio, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your January 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Scorpio, welcome. It looks like in the recent past, some of you went through a little bit of a waiting period. Some of you may have been laid off. Maybe it was slow winter months. Maybe you didn't have as much going on, or maybe there was a lot going on, but you had to put something on hold. I feel like that's shifting here. I also get that divine timing is at play when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances. Some of you may have even been waiting on a settlement or waiting on some sort of obstacle to be removed. Okay, maybe it was a legal situation. Some of you dealt with an unfair truth and you were waiting for some sort of balance to play out in your life, because you do have the Watch card in the recent past. So again, some of you went through a situation where it's almost like you were waiting for things to happen. You were waiting for something to be revealed or waiting for a truth to come out here, which makes sense because you have the Moon card showing up in your current energy here as well. So I am getting that the biggest test of your willpower is patience, and things are going to start to finally shift. They're going to finally come out of some sort of stagnancy or some sort of lull, Scorpio, when it comes to your career, when it comes to money matters. Beautiful. Yeah, because what's above you is money, basically. You have big boss energy with the King of Pentacles showing up here. So things are going to get back on track for you, but you've had to recoup from maybe even a health or illness or some sort of financial change that had occurred in your life. I feel like you're getting back up on your feet here and you have a new beginning being offered to you, but you've definitely gone through some very powerful lessons when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your money. Now let's take a look here at the main energy in the recent past you have as the Watch. Now, Scorpio, there's a time to profit, right? What's that saying? When man plans, God laughs. So I feel like you may have been trying to jump the gun, or you were trying to make something happen here and you were getting frustrated because it wasn't happening in your timing. But I feel like things needed to play out here for you. This is divine timing. So there may be an opportunity here for you now to seize the moment, right? Seize the moment. The waiting period is finally coming to an end. For some of you, you went through a temporary position. You may have been in a temp position that is offering you more stability. For others of you, you may have been in a temporary energy block is what it's felt like for you. Maybe you were unemployed, or maybe it just felt like you've hit a glass ceiling, or you weren't feeling as productive or as lucrative as you would have liked to. Things are shifting here for you in 2024. Now, even though you have the Moon card showing up in the month of January, you're being divinely guided. And this is about unknown source. There could be an unknown opportunity or an unexpected source of income showing up here for you. But I also get that you may be working multiple jobs, or there could be additional income sources or income revenues coming in here for you, because Spirit has your back. And so you are taken care of. You are supported. I'm also getting some resources, new resources to add to your palette are also coming in the month of January. And I feel like you're going to be able to save a little. So even though you have fleeting funds, it's almost like you have the money that shows up when you need it most. So for example, let's say they're showing me an appliance specifically. So some of you, there could be something with a washer or a dryer repair, or maybe it's a refrigerator or some sort of appliance that maybe bites the dust or you need to get fixed. And it may feel like you are draining some funds into something, but I feel like you're going to receive the funds last minute, or it's not going to be as expensive, or you get a bonus, or something happens right in the nick of time where the energies cross, and you're going to see that there's an unknown source that comes in and helps you out here. Now, what's showing up in your near future? You do have the Crown. This is about you overcoming obstacles, and you're going to be really excited to see your, what's coming in here for you. You have a lot of Pentacle energy. So even though you've gone through some setbacks, you have a lot of King energy here for you. You have actually the King of Wands. You have the King of Pentacles. So you have this Crown that's in your energy field, but sometimes there's obstacles that block you from fully embracing it and putting on that crown and wearing it, right? This is power plays between you and others, power struggles. Some of you may have even dealt with someone around you with this moon that they weren't being clear on their intentions. It could have been a boss. Maybe a boss had said, hey, Scorpio, yeah, we'll give you this promotion, or we'd love for you to stay on board. But then when the time came, it's like you were unsure. Well, I thought you said that. Now are you going back on your word? So again, there could have been a situation where the lesson was to trust in your intuition. And also the lesson may have been for you to embrace the unknown, okay? For you to trust that you are being divinely guided. And there are some powerful lessons around taking charge, okay? Some of you, this does have to do with a boss or someone in charge. This could be you within your business, regaining a sense of self-confidence here, making progress. So I see that you're finally taking some steps here moving forward. Something may have even been out of your control, Scorpio, when it comes to your finances. So if you were dealing with, waiting to hear back from that job or that company or that boss, or maybe you were waiting back to hear from, a lawyer or a settlement. I feel like something was prolonged and prolonged and prolonged, but now here it is showing up in the near future. And I do feel like there's going to be some good news, some plans that you've wanted to move forward on. You're going to see that you're finally able to make plans and you're going to follow through. There's some sort of concrete evidence coming in for you that's going to help you out in big ways. Now you have here deadlines. Yeah, there's something that is coming up to a deadline, because I feel like, again, the deadline has been pushed and pushed and pushed for some of you, but you're saying not anymore. I'm done with this. It's time to get this resolved. I finally am speaking up. If you don't, sit down and talk to me like you said you were going to 6 months ago, then I need to go in a different direction. Or some of you may even be coming up against a deadline within a court case or within a settlement. I feel like this is actually going to work in your favor, because you have the hourglass here and you also have the watch, and the words that I'm getting that are standing out are seize the moment. So this deadline is actually going to allow you to seize the moment here and to bring more comfort, to bring more peace and bring more stability into your life, because it's sitting right next to a cup of, it looks like hot chocolate or some steaming coffee here. But I think it brings a sense of warmth to you, knowing that, wow, I don't have to worry about this anymore. This is finally something that's in the past, right? And you are being guided through it all here, and you've had to trust that the universe had your back. And even though it was difficult to trust at times, it is showing up here. Now you also have the creativity here, Scorpio. I feel like your creative endeavors, your downloads, your spiritual insights, this is all getting amplified in the month of January. There's a new sense of energy that is ushered in after the new year. And we also have, Capricorn season in full effect. So I feel for you, Scorpio, this is about grounding your dreams into reality. So whatever creative endeavors that have been floating in the ether, this is about you grabbing onto them, bringing them down to earth, and really manifesting and making progress. So that book that you've wanted to write, or that website you've wanted to, update, maybe it has to do with your own resume, your own appearance. There's something in the physical that you are shifting and you're getting quite creative about as well. You have the training card, and a lot of signs have been getting the training. Whether you are the student or you are the teacher, this is about that beginner's mindset, but it's also about having the wisdom, the experience to teach, to be able to share your ideas, to share what it is that you've learned, to help other people out. And I feel for a lot of you, Scorpio, you're going to grow your reputation, grow your career, or grow your business by learning new things. And even when you are the one that's teaching, and I always say this, a lot of times you guys, you teach me. You teach me. It's never, above or who's up here and who's down here. It's a mutual exchange. And so regardless of who's doing the teaching and who's doing the learning, there is a reciprocal energy that is taking place between you and others at this time. So you may consider getting additional training. There may be some sort of certification or education that you are going to embrace in 2024 that's going to help you grow. Right? It's going to bring growth here, growth to your finances, growth to your abundance, your wealth, growth to your reputation, your business, your resume. I feel enhancements happening here because you're willing to open up and say yes to some maybe new challenges or new ideas or new doors that open for you. Now, Scorpio, we also have cryptocurrency. There has been such a big flux, and of course, please seek a financial advisor or any professional for that matter, but there's maybe something here with crypto that you are learning, that you are investing in, that you are researching. So I feel like there could be some deadlines here that show up that do have to do with training. Maybe you're coming up against a course that closes at the end of the month, or it could be some sort of learning that you've wanted to sign up for, but there's a deadline coming in. You don't want to miss that deadline because I feel like there is a big opportunity for growth here for you. All right, Scorpio, starting off here you are, High Priestess energy. This is really beautiful because this does talk about you trusting your own powerful insights. Okay, when the Hierophant shows up here, this is all about intuition. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the Moon card. And that's why I don't feel, a negative energy around the Moon. But there could be something that you are working on behind the scenes that you're keeping quiet about, that you're keeping to yourself until the time is right. Until you kind of hit this deadline where you're ready to move forward, push forward, and make that, that launch or that announcement. There's something here that you've been really reflecting on and meditating on, and it's going to provide valuable information, or this could be a course or a seminar that you yourself are working in or on, whether you're the teacher or the student, and I feel like you're going to share it. There's something that you're learning here that you're going to share with others, and it's going to help you and others out. So again, that equal exchange. Some of you are in a spiritually based business as well. You may be the High Priestess. Maybe you are an intuitive reader. You may be a psychic, a seer, a mentor, a shaman. I feel like there's some spiritual practices that you are incorporating into your lifestyle that's going to help you manifest more money. Even if this is not a spiritually based business, but for a lot of you it may be, I feel like it is some sort of practice that's going to, again, help you shift your vibration, help you shift your energy. You're trusting your intuition this month. And a lot of times we second guess our own intuitive knowledge, right? We say, well, is that really right for us? And we tend to go back and forth. I do feel for you here, Scorpio. I feel with this High Priestess, you're listening to that inner wisdom, that inner knowing. And if people have a hidden agenda, not only do you have the physical experience of being around people who have had a hidden agenda that's actually helped grow your own intuitive skills, because there's a blend here. So many times when people go through experiences that are challenging or difficult, it can enhance our sense of awareness. So there's a sense of psychology blended with intuition here that's going to really allow you to move forward and manifest that life that you want. You have some wishes coming in here that are being granted for you as long as you continue to trust in that inner knowing. Now, what's crossing your path, Scorpio, you have the Eight of Wands. Now, when the Eight of Wands shows up, it can be that energy when it's showing up in the challenge, it could be delays, which we talked about here. So it could be that there's delays or people are not being as honest. They're not being as truthful, but you read right through it. You see through them, and that can be frustrating. But I feel like you are at least seeing it now instead of bypassing it, or instead of letting someone take advantage, or instead of going along with something, hoping that someone is going to change their mind or shift their energy, when that wishful thinking is nothing but an illusion. Okay, it doesn't mean that the wishes and goals that you have for yourself aren't going to manifest, but when it comes to someone else and you see through it, you may be hoping that this person isn't who you think they are, but they really are. Okay, there could be a great deal of activity that does spring about towards the end of January for you after a time of waiting. There's going to be a personal shift that happens within you as well, but there is going to be some important communication that comes about. The challenge for you could be communicating or receiving some sort of news, okay? Because this news is something you're already aware of. Okay, you may be thinking something's off, but you're trying to tell yourself, nah, that I'm just, I'm in my head. Or you may be trying to tell yourself, that's really for me, when your clear knowing knows that it's not, right? So there could even be, if this is not another person, it can be you in a period at times of a little bit of that self-denial, knowing what you should do, but then doing it, right? Then actually manifesting and taking the action to back it up, what it is that you want to be doing, where you want to go, or how. Maybe you don't necessarily know the how, but that you don't want to be a part of any sort of energy that's hidden, or again, hidden agendas or some sort of secretive energy. But I feel for a lot of you, this does have to do with you kind of keeping quiet about something until you're ready to launch or put it out there. Some of you have also been doing some deep spiritual work within yourself that's going to, again, enhance or grow. You may even be launching a new business, and you may be fearful of what other people think, or their projections, or what they're going to say about it. There could be some gossip or some rumors, but keep doing you, Scorpio. Try not to let other people's projections or their negativity or their comments get the best of you or throw you for a loop here. Now, what's below you is the Hanged Man. So we're getting, another energy here in the deep, deep past, or in your foundation, about waiting around, right? Waiting around for some sort of change when you've either wanted to initiate it or you've been waiting for someone else to initiate it. But I feel like you've changed your energy. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. And that's the big message here. Dare to be different. Dare to shift out of that energy. And if there's some sort of drama going on around you, Scorpio, or gossip, or people are partaking in things that you just don't want to have a part of, withdraw from that energy and dare to dream, dare to be different, and take a new approach, take a new path. You don't have to go the path that everybody else has taken, because that's going to be, well traveled. It's going to be well impacted, and some of the beautiful surroundings may not be there, right? Take the path less traveled. Do something differently here. Dare to dream. Now, in the recent past, you do have the King of Wands. So some of you, this is about entrepreneurship or going off on your own. Okay, it can even be about travel. This is someone who takes charge of their destiny. They're very active, very passionate. I mean, this Wands energy is fiery. So there could have been some things here in Sagittarian season in December that really sparked you. Okay, sparked you, or it may have even been some things that were hidden, that were illuminated, but it says keep your eye on the big picture. So regardless of what has happened, what delays, or maybe some fiery energy or miscommunication, keep your eye on the prize. Because sometimes we get distracted and we throw ourselves off track and we forget what is the prize, but can we still enjoy the journey? And it says, leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Yeah, and we talked about that experience. There's some sort of experience that you have, but additional knowledge that either you're ready to share with others or you are gaining to regain that sense of self-confidence, knowing that you have what it takes, that you can trust your intuition. I am getting a message here of some sort of intuitive course or class. You may be even listening to ways to increase your intuition, or maybe you're meditating more. But you're a very generous soul, Scorpio. You're very inspirational. People feel inspired when they're around you, when they're with your energy, because you're very driven when you feel passionate about something, even to the point where people say, wow, Scorpio, that's very dramatic. But you're thinking, no, it's not. I love it. I'm passionate about it. This is my dream. This is who I am. So I feel like a lot of you, you really go deep when you feel passionate about something. And that's okay. That's okay, because people are going to feel that energy. They're going to feel that connection. And it says, again, keep your eye on the prize, because you do have experience. You do have this built-in success within you that no matter what you set your sight to, you have the ability here to achieve those goals. Right? You're a leader. Some of you are spiritual influencers. I am getting that here, where you influence people, whether in your personal life or your professional life. You're here for a reason. And a lot of you are definitely being called to be of service to others. And now what you have coming in is taking this dream, taking this passion, taking this hobby or this maybe side project or even business, and taking it to the next level where you are financially lucrative, that you can make money doing what you love, what you're passionate about here. When the King of Pentacles shows up, this is someone who's very successful. He's someone who builds upon his stability. He builds his empire by continually taking the steps to do what he needs to do, because he wants to accomplish those goals. He wants to feel that sense of personal power and knowing that he can live and build that life here on earth towards what he's meant to do, right? And to make money doing it. It says your plans are working out well. Professional and financial success, using your resources wisely. So, I mean, the King of Pentacles could even be someone that you are taking advice from, or a professional that's going to help you turn your passions, turn your dreams into, I'm getting wild success here. So it's like wild success. Some of you, wild, the word W-I-L-D, wild, could be a part of maybe a part of a logo, or part of, a billboard or a sign or something that you post on your social media. Pay attention to the word wild, because I feel like there is something here about you freeing yourself, right? Freeing yourself, feeling like you are, putting yourself out there. I mean, this could be an exciting, adventurous time as well, especially intermingled with this King of Wands. But I feel like you're going to use your resources wisely. You're going to listen to advice, heed the advice of what you're learning here in order for you to be wildly successful, okay? Wildly successful. Now, in the near future, you do have the Five of Pentacles. So there is some shifting happening within you when it comes to your belief system, when it comes to your body, your health, your money. I feel like you are coming out of a time that was, a little bit stagnant. Maybe you did have some unexpected setbacks, or you did have something you've been working on paying off, because it says you don't need to go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. That's why you have these resources. There's help nearby. We don't want to get caught up in self-fulfilling prophecies by thinking negatively or thinking pessimistically. Now, of course, there's a difference between being realistic and embracing the challenges as they come. But I feel for some of you, it goes beyond that. It goes beyond, taking a look at some of the shadows. And that's why you have the moon. Because some of you may be taking a deep dive at some of the deep blocks, the subconscious beliefs that are hiding behind the curtain. the hidden agendas that sometimes we even have within ourselves that we don't quite listen to. I feel like those are all being brought out so you can change the story, change your money story, change your financial story to something more abundant. And I feel like there's helpful people, especially with 2 kings here. Kings are masculine energy of action. Doesn't mean that you're female or male. It's just that masculine energy, which we all carry both. It's about you taking action and changing your material status. It's changing your, current situation, but knowing that you don't have to go through something alone, but you must go through some sort of shift in mind, shift in energy, shift in health. There's something that you are being guided to, receive support, receive help on, because you're kind of coming in from the cold. You've been in a place where it's felt a little bit lonely, a little bit cold, isolated, abandoned. And I feel here, Scorpio, that you're definitely ready to tackle these challenges and these obstacles, and you're ready to find resolution. Okay, you're ready to find resolution, because what do we have here in your energy? There's the Fool card. I think you're the first sign so far to get the Fool, but this is about, taking that leap of faith. It's major arcana, which you have 3 major arcanas here, and you are taking a leap of faith towards this new perspective, this new shift. You're releasing some of the burdens that you've carried as well. It says, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. That's an important message here, Scorpio. Do what brings you joy, because there's a fresh start available here for you. Even if it feels spontaneous, even if it's you taking this leap of faith and embracing the unknown, because that's what the Moon card is all about here. Embracing the unknown, trusting that you are being divinely guided. Even if there is some sort of odds and ends job at this time, or something part-time, or if it is temporary, trust in this journey. Okay, believe in yourself enough to know that you're changing the trajectory of your financial story. And I feel like there is definitely a new beginning, a leap of faith. It could be a move. Maybe it's heading towards retirement, or taking the leap and building your own business. It could be doing something on the side that really allows you to be financially free, right? Wildly successful is what I'm getting here. So I love that. Again, pay attention to the word wild. That could be showing up. Or maybe it's a book that you're reading. I think there's a book called A Wild. All right. Now, what's showing up in your environment is the Temperance. Okay, so we're getting timing, we're getting Hanged Man, we're getting, the challenge. So it's finding solutions to this little thing called time, right? And it says success that comes from objective compromise. So there is something here that some of you may struggle finding the time to focus on your passions or your dreams. Some of you, it's time to seize the moment. No more excuses is what I just heard. No more excuses. So maybe you've been telling yourself, I don't have time, I'm too tired, I'm exhausted. Your creative light bulb is turning on this month, and it's time for you here to have self-control and patience and forgive. It says forgiving and healing energy, and as well as self-control and patience. So you've worked on patience. That's not always something we love to hear. But because you've been patient through a situation, here's a solution coming in here for you with the Temperance. This is the card of negotiations. It's the card of blending some sort of energies. It's about moderating as well. So instead of that pendulum swinging from one end of the spectrum to the other, you're finding more balance here, and you're meeting in the middle. So for some of you who've been focusing all of your energy and effort into one thing here, and maybe there's been a lack of balance in work life, work personal life, or you've put all your apples into this one basket. Spirit is saying here it's okay to spread your time and energy, and have some sort of self-control and patience with yourself as well, because I feel like sometimes you may get frustrated with yourself that things aren't manifesting at quicker speeds, or that you're not finding solutions. Some of you may find solutions through meditation. Okay, through meditation, through dream state as well with the High Priestess. I'm getting that there is insight to be had here. Trust your intuition, because some sort of truths are coming out. Truths, inner knowing, soul purpose. You're tapping into that Akashic records, and I feel like you're going to find the solutions that you've been praying for here. So this is showing up in your environment. Now your hopes and fears, 9 of Pence, 9 of Pentacles here with the 9 of Ariel. It says your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. That's your hope. I mean, who doesn't want the 9 of Pentacles? It's a beautiful energy of creating creating a life that you love, creating a life that you are proud of. It is, eating the fruits on the vine, eating the grapes on the vine, and being in luxury and just lapping it up because you feel good. There's not a rush. There's not an anxiety. There's not pressure. It just feels good. And even though those things, yes, can still take place, after all, we are having the human experience, but it's not 24/7 where we're in a fight or flight. Right? How am I going to follow through? Am I going to feel empty when I do this? Am I going to feel like this is fleeting? This is some of the fears that may show up here for you, but I feel like you're building a life where you can stand on your own 2 feet and look back, take a step back and say, wow, I've created that rainbow that you see right above her. Right? And the rainbow comes after the storm, after the rain. So something is being washed away here, or something has been feeling like stormy waters for quite some time, but you are hopeful that your rainbow lies ahead. And I feel like it does, because your final outcome, you have more pentacles. So you have the 5, you have the king, you have the 7, you have the 9, and you have the page. So there is some new opportunities coming in. You have 2 outcome cards, the 7 and the page. So the 7 of Pentacles is my course correcting card. So you have invested wisely in an area of your life. Have patience and wait for the harvest. So for some of you, it is saying, keep going, keep going. Don't take your eye off the prize and what it is that you're working on. But for others of you, if you are not seeing some sort of return, or if you know in that inner knowing that you have hit a glass ceiling, that you will not see a return on something you've invested in, I feel like it's time for you to cut your losses and course correct. Go in a new direction. Take some sort of new opportunity presented by the Page of Pentacles. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Yeah, because there's something here that you are being guided to invest in. And that may be part of the training, right? That's something that's going to lead you towards this King of Pentacles, which we see coming into your energy. It's not quite here quite yet, but it is showing up above you. So it's something that you have every possibility to grasp and to grab onto and to bring into this earthly realm, to bring into your life here on earth. But you must invest wisely. So some sort of harvest is paying off here. And I feel like this has to do with you being patient. Some of you, this has to do with education, okay? You're very reliable, you're very clever, and you are finding more balance. And it says an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. This could be a scholarship or the pursuit of education, some sort of training, a new opportunity to maybe work in a school system or work in some sort of system where there's teaching, where there's learning. Again, I'm just getting that it's important that you stay open to some of these new doors, because it's time to get to work. After a time of kind of waiting for that harvest, you're going to see that this harvest is finally coming in here for you. And I'm also getting a little bit of February energy as well. So even though this is a January reading, you're going to see some big changes taking place. But I do feel like this opportunity could roll into February. So maybe it's towards the end of the month that things start to pick up and you finally are able to put that crown on and wear it, right? You're able to see the progress. You're able to take charge here. So I really like, Scorpio, where this is going, because it happens to land in the earthly physical realm. There's material gain here. There's financial success. Even though you've been through some loss, even though there has been some situations here where you've had to be patient with yourself, patient with others, patient with your dreams, I feel like things are coming back into balance, and here's that opportunity that you've been waiting for. Beautiful. Let's take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have here, please, for Scorpio? Career, finances. There's the change in the wind showing up here. So there's definitely, and it's card 12, which that's what you received in the perspective. So there's a change in the wind coming. There's an opportunity for you to clean something up here, clean up the energy, clean up maybe an old belief system. It's time to kind of get to work. Complete some cycles. It's also card 21, and look at that. You have 12 and 21. So something is being mirrored to you, especially with the moon. It's like night and day, right? Moon and sun. So some of you could be seeing a swap in numbers as well. Maybe you're seeing 1331, or you could be seeing 114. There is a shift here happening for you, a big one, and I feel like it's for the better. Now you also have mending. You have here and now, and you have yin energy. And this yin energy is about more peace, but it's the feminine energy of receiving support, receiving help, receiving guidance. It is important for you to mend any financial beliefs that you have. That's why you have the 5 of Pence here. Mend any of those financial beliefs around money, around poverty conscious mindset. And I think that's going to be the one we read for you. And then we have here and now. It's important to stay focused, yes, on the big dream, the goal, but you also have staying present, because that's going to help you see more of the signs, see more of the synchronicities. Let's take a look at the Mending card, card 52. Some of you may be 52 years old. You may be born on the 12th, the 2nd, the 21st, or the 32nd. Look at all these 2s. Every single one of your cards here has a 2 in it. So 2 is a very significant number for you as well. All right, the Mending card is all about, healing, making amends. And I feel for some of you, just because there is this 5 of Pentacles, that's why I want to go with this one here. And it says everyone makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing, you lost sight of long-term sustainable prosperity. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first, but ultimately lead to loss or failure. It's time to forgive yourself or others. Don't blame anyone. You get to start again. There's your Fool energy. Only wiser and more mature. The journey to true abundance can be bumpy. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. Forgive those who may have taken advantage of you, Scorpio. Let go and learn from this. You are now that much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity that truly fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted when you view it from that perspective. And there's the perspective that you're shifting up here. And that's what you're forgiving here with the 5 of Pentacles. And because you are able to view it from that point of view, when you're able to see the silver lining, or you're able to forgive or make amends with some of the beliefs that you have around money, or lack of self-worth or confidence, or some rejection or abandonments that's happened here, I feel like that's when you really hit this King of Pentacles status. Beautiful. Now, last but not least, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Scorpio, I just ask if you can, take a nice big deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Nice big breath in. And hold it as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes closed, Scorpio, I want you to tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited through your dreams, or maybe crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Scorpio. And if you need a minute, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that giveaway where I draw one winner around the first of each month. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. And I have been getting messages of people not seeing the videos. So please make sure you are liking, sharing, maybe even re-hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell, because I feel like we've got thrown way out of the algorithm. So any support to the channel helps. So I love your messages. It definitely coincides with everything we've been clarifying and talking about. You have deer spirit. Deer. Some of you may have even seen a doe or a buck I'm getting, but it says bring a gentle touch. This is about you being kind to yourself. Some of you are very hard on yourself. You may be a perfectionist, or you may tend to judge yourself or judge your work very harshly, or critique at times. Okay. Some of you may be 63, 39, or born on the 18th. You have moth spirit. The moth is about surrendering, and that's what the Hanged Man is all about as well. So surrender. There is a new perspective here that you are shifting into that's going to help you rise to the top here, Scorpio. And lastly, you have vulture. Nothing is wasted. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the mending card as well. Nothing is wasted when you look at it from that perspective. Instead of looking at it as a waste of time, or time has been something that's been an issue, I'm getting impatient here. I feel like when you look at it as growth opportunities, when you see the silver lining, when you see that life is happening for you, not to you, you see nothing is wasted, and it really shifts that perspective and puts you back into this abundant mindset. So trust that everything that is happening for you is for your highest good, for you to evolve, for you to grow, for you to be that best version of yourself and manifest what you want to manifest here on the earthly realm. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. Big changes happening, big shifts happening that are leading you straight to the top here. So expect some unexpected changes and news coming in. That is what I have for you. If you like this reading, if it resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. Again, any contributions to the channel, I greatly appreciate. And do drop your power animals in the comment section below the video to be entered into that free reading giveaway. Thank you so very much, Scorpio, for your time, for your energy, for your love and support. Till next time.